Everyone, I hope you are having a wellness month that is focused on your own self-care. Thank you for tuning in today. We'll be making the space around us beautiful with our own DIY Make Your Own Floral Arrangements class today. But before we dive into that, I bet you're wondering, Kayla, is there going to be some sort of like, I don't know, a giveaway for this live stream? And the answer is yes. So you actually can win our floral arranging workshop kit that is available on shoplivelovespa.com. You'll receive the sleek and gorgeous gold vase that I'll be using in my own floral arranging, along with the Jerlique Mini Mist Trio set. So this is so that you can hydrate your own skin right after you water your flowers. So this set has a retail value of $51. You can shop this kit and way more self-care goodies on shoplivelovespa.com. But now for our class. So I traveled to Southern California to meet up with my good friend Arturo to absorb all of his flora knowledge. So let's go ahead and take a look. Hi everyone, I'm Kayla from Team Live Love Spa, and I have a very special guest today for our floral arranging class. Please give a warm welcome to Arturo Ramirez of AHR Floral. And you're from sunny San Diego.
Very sunny right now.
How long have you been floral arranging?
I've been floral arranging for about 4 years now. So I feel like I'm still a little baby, but we're getting into teenage years.
But doing like every kind of event under the sun.
Yeah, I do a lot of stuff. Yeah. It's so crazy, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So I've stuck flowers on many surfaces.
So we are going to be getting into this today for you guys so you know at home how to approach designing your own floral bouquet for your homes, for your spas, it's for any purpose.
For
just
any
right
purpose,
in the room. So first off, we're starting with these vases today. These are available on shoplivelovespa.com. And we have, can you talk a little bit about this choice of the vase? It's tall.
It's pretty standard vase. It's always pretty nice. Like we're gonna learn how to reach out from your vase. So a lot of times we feel like we need a big old thing to make a big statement. Sometimes a smaller vase is better. So this is a good standard 4-inch neck, which is good in a vase. Medium height and an accented gold. Like you just want a little bit of gold. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And today we're going to be using roses, but if somebody wanted to use a different flower, could they do that?
Yeah, they totally could. So anything that's similar size, similar interesting texture, you can totally do anything. There's no rules. There's a right way, but you don't have to do it that way.
I love when there's no rules. All right, guys, let's. We're actually gonna go to Trader Joe's, which is a great spot to pick up some flowers.
That's nice.
Yeah, if you wanted to, you can go to your local florist as well. Lots of options here, but we want to tell you how to pick flowers at the store.
Yeah, awesome.
Let's go. Okay, so we're here at Trader Joe's. I'm seeing a lot of selection. I'm personally a little overwhelmed. So even in the roses, like, how do I pick which is the right thing to start with?
Yeah, so you want to look for like a healthy rose. Well, usually if you touch it, it's a little firm. There isn't any wrinkling or bruising on them. You could look at the stems to make sure that they're pretty clean and green. And that's all like you really want to know. I mean,
okay.
Especially if you look over here, like these ones have a little bit of like look out for that kind of bruising and that kind of stuff. That's not always like the worst thing. We don't want to shout that on the grocery store. But if you can find something cleaner like this, that's a much better selection right there.
Okay, and then we were talking a little bit about color story because sometimes, I don't know if you guys feel this way, but sometimes building something that is like an explosion of color can be intimidating. So talk to me about color.
Okay, so the easy thing to do when you're intimidated by combining colors, because it can be a lot of work and a lot for the mind to do, especially when you're in the middle of the grocery store, find one colorway and kind of find things that match. So here we have these garden roses. And if we were to throw in these dahlias, see similar color story, and then you throw in a bunch of greenery and you've already got something kind of nice going on there. So always kind of go monochromatic when you're feeling like it's a lot. Slim it down to one thing. In and out version.
So easy.
Yeah. It is super easy. Don't come for my job.
All right. Okay, my turn. I think I'm gonna pick, okay, first off, I'm loving this kind of two-tone roses. I like this purpley one. I like this one that has some like two-tone color. Okay, so I'm looking at that one. I'm seeing some of the bruising that you're talking about. So maybe this one is gonna be a little better. Let's see. I'm seeing this one looks the healthiest to me.
That looks really nice.
Okay.
Great.
So you approve of my choices?
I approve of your choices. Okay,
amazing.
So let's find another flower that kind of goes with that guy. So we have a little bit of orange, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of red, right? So we have plenty to choose from. So we could go with a little bit of the orange and get some tulips in there. We could, what do we got over here? Some Alstroemeria. Oh, this might be the ticket. So if we went this, like look at that little warm
nice and
summer
fluffy
situation.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of options. So do you like that? We could do some mini carnations and kind of go all the way.
Okay.
All the different combos that are just kind of like in that same
I
color
kind of like varying the size a little bit. Like these have kind of this like bunched, and these are like bigger and fluffy.
Yeah, so we could do some drama
like this
there.
Combo.
Great.
And then
let's throw a greenery in there. So how about some fun grevillea? Just manhandle all this greenery. So look at that.
Oh yeah, because then we've got
funky.
some height. Tell me, what is the benefit of buying these pieces separately instead of getting a pre-made bouquet?
You could always, I mean, what we learned today, we could do with a pre-made bouquet too. So it's like, it just depends on like, if you have the time, if you want to make something custom. If you see a pre-made bouquet that's like hitting all the spots for you, then just apply everything that we learned today to that. Or if you want to go with something more custom, then find your color story that speaks to you, and same tactic.
Okay, all right, so let's take our flowers and arrange them.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back from Trader Joe's. Now it's time to arrange. Okay, so I have my vase, I have some water temperature.
Water temperature, it's important. Flowers are like people, like they don't like to be shocked. Like you don't want to be dropped into hot water, you don't want to be dropped into cold water. So you want to try to keep it at the same temperature as flowers are. If you pull them out of a refrigerator or a cooler, cool water would probably be better. If they're room temperature like these guys are, room temp water is the way to go.
Perfect, okay, great. So then how much should I be filling this up?
If you're already gonna leave it where it's at, like let's fill it up as far as we want. If you're gonna be moving it around, we should only go up to like half, 2/3, just for the sake of spillage.
Gotcha, so since we're not gonna keep these here, I'll do it halfway.
That's a great one.
Okay, great. And then for these, there's a little packet in the side. Should I put that in now?
Yeah, we could totally do that. That would be great. So let's pull out the little packet from in here. And typically these are made for like a gallon of water. And it looks like we have like maybe like a quarter in there.
Okay.
So let's use about, oh no, it's a quart. Okay, you think I would know this. So let's put in our little packets. I'm gonna borrow your scissors.
Yeah.
And we'll split mine.
Okay, great.
Sharing is caring.
We're so in sync right now.
We're so in sync. We wear prints. We're
not afraid of color, and
not
our
afraid of
flowers
color.
are in our clothes.
Exactly. We're just gonna use this knife to mix it around.
I went rogue. I'm unbanding my
Go rogue! Yeah, that's totally
flowers.
fine. This is good. I like that preparedness. So yeah, so you want to obviously unwrap your flowers. Plastic can be pretty, not in this case.
So we went to Trader Joe's and we got all of these flowers for $35. Pretty amazing. So it's a
Hurts
lot
my
to
heart.
work with. In terms of, making multiple bouquets, this could be a really cost-effective way to do this.
Yeah. So let's get started with, you want to always, speaking of bacteria, make sure there's nothing in the water that doesn't need to be. Nothing but stems is what I like to go by. Nothing but stems. So with your flowers, let's start pulling off all these extra leaves. For the most part, roses, their leaves are not always like the prettiest. So we want to get rid of them. They're toxic relationships. They don't serve us, and therefore we want to minimize their presence in our lives.
So are we getting rid of like all of the leaves on
yeah,
there?
let's get rid of all the leaves.
So they're fully
just
in the nude.
in the nude, but they're a beautiful nude.
Okay,
You know. On my deck, I have these Solidago, which are already prepared. Usually these have leaves all the way down, but if it's going to a grocery store, sometimes they have everything prepared for you. Then I have some dahlias. So these are really fun summer flowers. So these guys as well, we want to take all the extra leaves. Over here, Kayla has some Alstroemeria. These guys are super long lasting. We want to get rid of those leaves too. And then we have the Grevillea. And so that we will eventually be taking leaves off of as well.
So are there any flowers where you would leave the leaves on?
If they're particularly pretty, sometimes a hydrangea leaf could be pretty and big, and it helps like cover some space if you have a lot to cover. Also, like, it's really easy to put out a bowl of hydrangeas, so to put some little bit of surface interest on there, leave the leaves on. But most other flowers, I mean, if you look at it, like this is not a very pretty leaf, so you don't want to keep that on.
Everyone, you see how there's all these leaves down here? This could probably create bacteria, right?
Exactly, and they're also not pretty, so
we're just gonna
get rid of them.
that. So we've taken all the leaves off and kind of cleaned up the space, and you said you have a method that you think would be a little faster for us.
It's gonna be a lot faster for you guys. So it's called the spiral method. This is like Florist 101. So it's gonna be the easiest thing. You do the same thing over and over and over again, and then you're gonna end up with the whole bouquet, and it's gonna be amazing, and you're gonna plop it in the water, call it a day. All right?
Love it. Sounds quick.
Let's get started. So let's find something like a rose would be a good way to start because it's like a bigger head. And I'm gonna show you how to kind of make them a little bit better. So this is, make sure your breath doesn't stink. I hope mine doesn't. You're gonna go like this. And see how that guy opened up quite a bit more. I really hope that you weren't that close to my face when you did that.
Oh wow, that works
Yeah.
really well.
Another thing you could do, is this guy is a little bit more fragile because the stem's a little bit thinner. So I'm gonna borrow some of Kayla's roses and we're gonna give him a spin. This is what we call like giving him a blowout. And you're gonna go like that. This is a good way to know if your roses are super fresh. If you take the first one and all the petals fly off, then you're not gonna have those roses for very long. So good to know, but these ones are pretty fresh because they opened right up. And then you could take your thumb, we're gonna remove the outer petals, just like that. And we're gonna take our thumb and we're gonna do what's called reflexing. And you're gonna pop open that petal just like that with your thumb, like that, like that. And then you're gonna end up with a whole nother look. And no need to do this with like all your flowers, but it's just like a little bit nicer. If you have like some of these popping out, look at the drama there.
We love drama.
A little bit of drama goes a long way. So you want to start with your hardy rose, and then let's start with their companion piece. So like the Alstroemeria for you. And you're going to cross over like this. And then you're gonna grab here. Let me show you like that. And you're gonna twist like 25 degrees. And then you're gonna grab something else. And again, you're always gonna cross over to the left, like so. You're gonna grab, you're gonna twist. And you grab something else that might look good right there. Maybe we'll pop it out a bit more. And then we're gonna grab, and we're gonna twist, and again, and again, and again, and again. And
Should you be varying the height at all?
Yeah, I like to pop, it depends on what you want to do. You could also, this is how you can make like a ball arrangement, but you can also pop things out. It's about following your intuition. So these guys look better if you pop them out a little bit like that.
Okay.
Right? And so then you have it, and then you're gonna twist a little bit, and it's gonna feel like, oh no, it's getting messed up. It's fine. The more that you add, the more structure you're building, and then you'll be able to change things around and move things around later on. Yeah, so we can add the grevillea for a little dramatic effect. And then you might want to pull off some leaves as you're like going through.
Oh, I forgot to do that.
It's okay. The thing is, like, you can always go back. It's not in water, nothing's permanent. Like, we're not putting anything in cement. Everything's gonna be pretty movable and adjustable.
So what you're saying is don't freak out.
Don't freak out. Stay calm. It's just flowers. And have fun. People can tell if you're having a good time when you make something, you know? Here I'm gonna make like a little grouping of my greenery just for fun, like make them have friends. Then I'm gonna twist. I'm gonna grab one of my roses and I'm gonna put it a little bit lower. Just have a good time with it. And what you're doing is you're creating the spiral that we were talking about. See how that's like spiraling out? So if you have a clear vase, today we're working with something opaque, but if you had a clear vase, that makes the stems look really pretty when they're all going in the same direction. And see how I'm just like playing with the levels? This will take practice. Don't freak out. It will take practice. But I promise you will be a master at it before you know it. What are you doing over there?
I feel like my spiral method could use some work.
Okay, listen, but it's gonna take practice, but I think you're doing great. You're actually doing fantastic. So I like that over here, like the center of gravity really is your roses. So how about do a little bit more roses and alstros, like do like 3 roses and then we'll go back to alstros.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be 1, 1, 1.
It doesn't have to be 1, 1, 1.
As we've said before, there's no rules.
There's no rules. Don't be afraid, like if you can lift up your thumb a little bit just to get things in there.
Okay.
So yeah, so some people like always feel like they need to like vice grip their flowers. Like it's like, they're gonna fly away from me. They're not, they're gonna stay right there. And you're just gonna, the more you build on, the more they'll stay. So you're just gonna keep adding to it and twist. See what we have there? Like there's a little bit of bounce, a little bit of shape there. I did the dahlias mostly in the center. Now that they're kind of like in their little place, I can kind of pop things out a little bit more. You want to keep some things closer to the center because that'll kind of like create depth within your arrangement. I think, and also like now you can see kind of like where you're at in relation to your vase. So I think you already got like a pretty good amount of size in, right?
Yeah,
so
that was gonna be my next question. Like, do I do all of it? Or
you don't have to use all your flowers. You want to use what's appropriate to the design, to what the look is, right? So here, I would just suggest that because we have a little bit of like open space here, let's add something lower, a rose lower there, and then we can get ready to stick this into our vase. There's a
so
thorn,
our
sneaky thorn in there.
spiral is very beautiful. I think at some point I went rogue.
You are, okay, we're gonna get to the point when we put it in the vase, we can still add stuff. That's like the best part about it. So, we're getting ready to get into our vase, right? So let's hold it, and all you do is eyeball it, kind of how much you need to take off, and then you can go for it.
Let me see. So for eyeballing, do you want the top of the base to be kind of at the base of your, like where?
Yeah, you always want like your base to end up right at the lip. Like we don't want an exposed lip to a vase. That's a no-no. That's nasty.
Oh.
We want it to be fully covered, and so that's why once we put it in, we can also put more stuff in there to make sure that we don't see that lip.
And okay, cutting wise, do I need to be cutting at an angle? Is
yes.
That a myth?
So
okay.
No, it's totally not a myth. So I'm using a knife, but you're using some scissors. But I don't recommend doing this unless you have practice. So I always cut at an angle because that opens up the most amount of surface for the stem to drink water, and that's the goal here, is that they can drink as much water as they need. The moment of truth, we're gonna stick our vases in our water, or flowers in our water, and let them kind of live their life. And see? Great,
Okay,
so let's give this a spin.
all together and mine kind of like...
Yeah, but I've been doing this for a long time. So what we're learning today is we're gonna learn that we can actually like move things around now that they're in the vase. The benefits to the spiral method is that there's some sort of structure in there. So once you put it in, you can keep playing. So for example, here, I'm looking around, this vase looks great. We could do a little bit more greenery here, and then let's put some lower blooms in here, like roses or alstros.
Okay.
Yeah. See, now I'm looking at this and I'm like, why do I have 2 antennas over here? I don't want that. So we're gonna clip a little bit. I took your scissors.
It's all right.
I'm a thief. Watch out for your stuff when I leave here. Hide your wallets. And then I didn't like this one as much, so I'm gonna go like that. And I have another dahlia, so I don't want to waste a dahlia.
So really what people are looking out for is having the vase be full, not having a lot of space, and like height dimension.
Yeah.
So as you kind of twirl it around, if you were gonna be putting this vase up against a wall in your spa, would you advise having like height in the back, or how would you?
Tips? So I like to call that like stadium seating. So let's pretend that yours is gonna go up against the wall, right?
Okay.
Mine's like a 360, she's a spinner. So I will go like this and say, okay, I'm gonna move some stuff over here and do what I call stadium seating. And so that everything kind of comes doom, 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 right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna move this over here. And then what you're gonna do, I just wanted to be able to look at it really quick.
Oh yeah.
So see, now we have more of like a face value here, and now we know how we're gonna fill it. So I would tell you to stick a rose that's a little bit higher over here, and then Alster that's a little bit higher over here, and then we'll fill up some greenery, and it'll look perfect propped up against the wall.
Okay, let's do that.
No, actually, if it's going up against the wall, and then like see how this guy kind of like drapes down? Like if we go like that, then we're adding a whole nother like angle to your arrangement. And see, so it might take some fidgeting, but you can get it there.
I kind of like how explosive it is.
It's a little explosive, yeah, fireworks.
Amazing.
Yeah, this guy, for example, let's see. This guy's like same, like when you have two things that are the same length, it kind of like ruins the magic. So we're going to try to take it out without disrupting, but again, you can put it right back in place. Let's take some of this off. I just snap branches with my hands because I'm super strong. And then we're gonna stick it again in there. And now we have a little bit more of a situation.
Yeah, what do you guys think? I think it's beautiful. All right, last tips and tricks now that we're completed.
Yeah, tips and tricks. Always keep them out of the sun. You don't want to bake them. And have fun with it. I think that we get stressed out about doing things perfectly. The more that you do it, the better you'll get. And it's just flowers. They're supposed to be pretty.
Absolutely. So I hope you all enjoyed making some flowers with us. Like Arturo said, have fun with it. This should be a creative release that is functional, honestly. It makes your home and space more beautiful. So enjoy your bouquet for weeks to come. And be sure to look up AHR Florals. Whenever you're in San Diego, Arturo also does live streams as well to teach these classes. So if you ever want to do this with your staff, then that would be such an amazing fun time. So much love to you all. Mwah. Until next time, live well, love always, and spa often. Bye.
I knew absolutely nothing about floral arranging, and I'm not sure if I got his perfect technique totally down, but that is the fun of this class. I mean, I think the arrangements are almost better if they're not perfect. So I hope that you enjoyed this relaxing and fun activity and that your new arranging skills serve you well now and into the future. And it's time for that giveaway. So to enter to win, you just direct message Live Love Spa on Instagram with our Wellness Month challenge of the day, which is bring the outdoors in. So again, just simply type bring the outdoors in to Live Love Spa in a direct message on Instagram. And that's it. That's your entrance to win. So good luck, and may all the seeds that you're planting for Wellness Month bloom and blossom throughout the rest of the year. So we have a huge giveaway on our stream starting tomorrow as well at 10 a.m. PST. So I will see you very soon for that. But until then, good luck with this giveaway, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye.
Feel like you need to get away? We hear you. Our team at Live Love Spa created Wellness Month so you could prioritize yourself and your well-being. We've designed the entire month to bring wellness into your life in simple and meaningful ways. And our favorite way to feel like our very best selves is to head into a local spa and experience a new treatment. Because a little pampering can go a long way. This year, we've partnered with our friends at Spa Finder to help make that even easier for you and your bestie. We think you could use a little girlfriend getaway and prepped a few spa-tastic ideas to take out the guesswork and need to plan. Ready for the adventure? You deserve some self-care. You spend all your time taking care of others, and this Wellness Month, it's time to put yourself at the top of your priority list. And remember, self-care ain't selfish. It's important to keep you in your best state so you can handle all the other priorities in your life more effectively as your best self. But planning can be a drag. That's why Spa Finder put together a few ideas to help you prepare for your own amazing girlfriend getaway. Let's hop, skip, jump down to the beautiful Southern California coast with resort-lined beaches and all that vibrant Cali culture. From entrance to end-of-day sunset, this spa day practically plans itself. Would you like to start with some champagne at the Pacific Waters Spa at the Hyatt Regency in Huntington Beach? Yes, please. Leave your cares in the clean Luxe locker room and spend your day lounging carefree. You can enjoy all the amenities of this stunning resort spa like steam and dry saunas, a massive jacuzzi, beautifully landscaped courtyards, and fire pits with a gorgeous couples room, or in this case, Bestie's treatment room. Whether solo, with a friend, or 2 or 3, make sure to check out the incredible treatment menu. Treat yourself to their giant waterfall bath, and don't forget, as with any good trip, get those souvenirs on your way out. What? It never hurts to treat yourself. Instead of sun-soaked beaches, maybe historic old world charm tickles your fancy. You'll find just that and more at the Oxford Club and Spa inside the Oxford Hotel in the heart of lower downtown Denver. This is for girlfriends who love a good time. You'll be the cat's meow as you travel back to the 1920s in this charming, historic property while still receiving the ultimate luxury experience. This facility has it all. Spa treatments like massages or facials, plus a full salon, making it a great way to spend a day preparing for a night out on the town. You'll be surrounded by Oxford Club's eclectic history and plenty of Instagram-worthy moments. While you're there, don't forget to ask about all the local secrets of the property. History loves its secrets, and dare I say, ghosts? JK. Or am I? Feeling inspired yet? Feeling like you need some of this in your life? We totally agree. There are so many girlfriend getaway ideas to keep you relaxed and rejuvenated for all of Wellness Month. You could get a mani-pedi with the Pink Palace Getaway at the Don Cesar, Florida, try something new together like a Moroccan melt at the Sea Spa Hilton, or enjoy all the spa amenities free of charge at the Spa Takar at Borgata. Your next bestie self-care excursion, along with other unique and exciting spa experiences near you, await on spafinder.com. You can also get a gift card for that special person and their bestie too. Have a happy getaway and a spa-tastic Wellness Month.